If you just started the F to value yourself, guess what would happen? Your life would transform. Why? Why would your life transform? Because everyone is you pushed out. When you see your value and you have healthy boundaries in place, people eventually, once you remain faithful to that story and you act in accordance to this new story, people out there will reflect that story to you and how they show up to you. Anyone, no matter what's happened, because circumstances don't matter because they've come from you, because everyone is you pushed out. When you start to see your king value, guys, and you start to see yourself as somebody worthy beyond belief, enough just as you are, beautiful inside and out, kind, loving, respectful, valued, a valuable person, important, radiant, wanted, perfect just as you are, highly valuable, and so much more. When you see your worth and you see your value based on everyone as you pushed out, that will change out there because you will have become the change that you needed to experience that change outside of you and how you're shown up for, how people treat you, you see. So when you stop devaluing yourself, when you stop devaluing yourself, then you change that inner story, that inner dialogue, that has to say, this is who you are now, as long as you remain persistent with it. So if you're somebody right now that, I used to be this person that has little to no value, feels like they are unvalued, feels like they are dismissed, not wanted, an inconvenience. Maybe you, like me then, had somebody say to you, you're about 80% of what I'm looking for. And I still stayed with that person, wanting them to see my worth and begging and pleading. My self-worth was in the negative. My self-worth was in the negative then. But when I changed my story, when I went in and I changed my story, I am surrounded by people that respect me and value me. I am surrounded by so much love and so much kindness because I saw my value. I set healthy boundaries. I did the deep inner healing work, you guys. And that's what it took. It took me to do a deep inner healing practice, to dig up traumas, old limiting beliefs, to rewire my neural pathways, to get to the root, the deepest, most darkest, most negative belief that I was holding on to about myself. All of this. I did all of this. And when I was consistent in my healing practice, because it's not like you do it once and, oh, it's fixed, I'm fixed. No, it's not that. It's a consistent practice. This is why people like the Tony Robbins of this world, they prime themselves every day. I prime myself every day in these healing practices, meditations, gratitudes, inner child work, forgiveness. I said meditations, affirmations. I do the work daily. I never give up on doing the work, which is why I have created out there beautiful, kind, loving people, beautiful, kind, loving people that I get to spend time with in Ibiza, beautiful, kind, loving people I get to spend time with in the UK. I've got beautiful friends in America that I'm potentially going to be going to see, in September, October time. I have created a free-flowing life full of freedom and abundance. I've created a successful business, a globally successful multi-six-figure business, doing what I'm passionate about, doing what I love, because I saw my value. And the deeper I went in my healing practices, the more my life changed out there, because the more I was going deep within, I was able to dig up that root, to pull it out. And that root was the driver, the controller of my life. And my business, whilst it was performing really well, it suddenly went from that to that massively, like double monthly incomes, double the monthly income, the monthly revenue in my business, and all because I got rid of that root. And mine, when I went back to it, was when I was born, And it was also a mix of past generational as well. And what I uncovered was the truth at that time was that I was an inconvenience and I wasn't good enough and nothing I ever did was ever going to be enough. And so when I knew what that was, based on where it came from, I was able to reprogram that using a form of neurotransformation therapy, which is a timeline regression. I was able to go back to understand where it came from, diving deep into my subconscious, and I was able to get to that. I was able to understand that and rewire it and reprogram it. And because I was able to do that, I was able to then change the trajectory of my life. I was able to change what went on out there, to being somebody that is wanted, that is loved, that is enough just as I am, chosen, prioritized, shown up for, gone all in with. I'm surrounded by love, and I talk about that a lot, but I was surrounded by hatred. I was surrounded by so much jealousy. I was surrounded by so much unkindness. So for me, the best thing for me when I dug deep was that I experience love. Yes, I've got my car, I've got my lovely, amazing business. I love it, I have become fearless, I've become courageous. I am the confidence I have is off the scale. Like, I didn't even know this level of confidence existed. The magnetism I have, turning heads where I go, being complimented. All these things never happened until I learned to value myself by healing within. So if you are somebody like I was then that gets told that you're an inconvenience, that you're let down, or you're not on their priority list, or things that are important to you, that they know are important to you, they'll dismiss, where you're allowing these people with how they're treating you to control you, where you're giving them your power. If you are somebody that is holding on to anyone or anything, like I used to for dear life, just for the want of being loved, just for the want of being wanted, and settling for so much less than you deserve, for fear of being left, for fear of being abandoned, for fear of being alone, then it's time, guys. If you want to change what's going on out there and you want people to respect you and to value you, have to learn to respect and value yourself. And the only way I could do that was by healing within. So if you are ready to change what's going on out there, knowing that everything outside of you is coming from you based on your dominant beliefs, and that's the everyone as you pushed out Neville Goddard concept, that what you dominantly think, feel, believe, assume to be true about you and about them and about people and about the world, basically is how it then shows up and reflects to you. It says, yes, this is your truth. It's mirroring you. So if you want to change that mirror, you can't force the mirror to change. You have to change within for that mirror to change. And it just depends whether you want to dive deeply like I did. It's a courageous thing to do, to be able to go all in, to dive deeply, to dig up everything that you are unknowingly holding on to through no fault of your own. But if you want to remold and reshape your reality, to literally have a life transforming experience, to be guided by a neuro pathway mapping expert with a life transforming skill, then check Be Love out. You can get that in the form of your self-study, an advanced self-study program. You can get that as an intimate, intensive one-to-one with me, or you can get that as the live VIP ultimate experience in a group format, in a group setting, which is absolutely wonderful. There's a variety of different options there for you guys. But if you are somebody that doesn't value yourself and you are not being valued, and you're allowing people to treat you badly, and you are showing up in the world just holding on to anything and anyone, no matter what, and you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired of living this shitty existence, knowing that your dream of being treated and seeing your worth and value, and dreams of maybe being in a loving relationship, dreams of being with a specific person, dreams of being in a long-lasting committed relationship, dreams of being married, having children, having that business, that career, that promotion, earning that amount of money, having that dream body, that car, that house, whatever it is, it's your stuff. Whatever it is that you want, it is there for you to experience. But you have to start by seeing your worth and seeing your value to be able to even begin to bring what it is that you want to you. So within the Be Love program, whilst we talk about in the second phase of blending in Neville Goddard's concepts and techniques and processes with your new healing identity, it's about creating an iconic love story, but that iconic love story could be about anything. It could be an iconic love story about a specific person, wanting a specific person back, a new love interest. It could be an iconic love story of you just falling in love with yourself, which is what mine is. And I love my iconic love story. It's incredible. My journey is incredible, so inspirational. And I love speaking about it. It could be an iconic love story to your successful business, to receiving that amount of financial abundance, whatever it is, you get the choice to be able to make it your own. So guys, if you want to find out more about my Be Love programs, then all you need to do is just click the links below this video and or in my bio, and you can DM me on Instagram, Be Love. I do also have a members only channel, guys, which you can join on YouTube by clicking the join button, or again by going to the link in my bio. And it has over a year's worth of unseen footage from me, guys. Over a year's worth of unseen footage. So you can check that out as well. And I do offer a variety of different workshops and masterclasses, including my most recent masterclass, Manifest Your Specific Person for Good. So yeah, that's all available for you. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I've really enjoyed sharing it. I've been Natalie. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, I will be back very, very soon.